Native American religions are vast and consist of traditions passed down verbally from generation to generation and vary from tribe to tribe. They revolve heavily around nature and the truth within it. Many creation myths came from Native American religions. Folk stories were common in different tribes and were used to explain happenings in nature. Animals were often used as symbols to portray ideas, characteristics, and spirits. Religions often depended on their location and their methods of acquiring food. For example, they would pray to the spirits for a good hunt and sacrifice valuables such as furs, tobacco, and food. Other tribes focused on a more solar or lunar approach to their faith in the spirits and sometimes went off of the calendar. Instead of priests, Native American religions had shaman and medicine men to communicate with the gods. They were believed to have supernatural powers. They worshiped a master spirit, or great spirit, and they believed in the existence of an evil god that represented disaster. Many times, Native American religions were not considered real because of their lack of written guidelines. Along with Native American beliefs came several rituals and practices. It is common for Native Americans to use sweat lodges, much like a sauna, as purification and spiritual renewal. Like most religions, they would fast on appropriate days. Another ritual is the sun dance, which originated with the Sioux and the Plains Indians. This celebrated the supernatural and was performed once a year in the summer. It went on for several days, and dancers wouldn't eat, drink, or sleep. Sometimes self-mutilation occurred. It was outlawed in 1904, however some tribes still try to revive it today. Native Americans' views on death incorporated a strong belief in the immortality of the soul in the afterlife. They believed their ancestors would be reincarnated, become ghosts, or their spirit would go to another world. Different tribes had different rules. However, the universal principles of Native American religions revolved around nature and existence. This included the spirit and power of the mountains, springs, lakes, and clouds. One tribe was the Iroquois of Upper New York. Specifically, this tribe believed in requickening ceremonies. This meant that when a family member died, their roles and responsibilities were transferred to a successor. Another tribe is the Muskagees, which were located along the Gulf of Mexico. Each town had a hearth with a fire representing the community and the peoples connected to their ancestors and to the maker of breath, or the highest god. Sins polluted the fire, but a good fire meant they could communicate their wants and needs to the god. They often practiced a ritual called busk, which was a renewal of the fire after a year, when it has been tainted with sin. Other tribes include the Wampanoag Indians, located in Massachusetts and Rhode Island, the Plains Indians, located in the Great Plains, and the Sioux Indians, located predominantly in South Dakota in the Sioux Nation. All of these tribes and many more practice their own beliefs and spin-offs of Native American religions that have developed over time. Hardships soon arose for Native American religions as the Europeans entered America and became more involved with the Indians. They were persecuted by Europeans and thought to have practiced devil worship. Most were forced to convert to Christianity at their arrival. In the 20th century, many were forced onto reservations. Children were often kidnapped and abused in residential schools. Looking deeper, one could actually find some similarities between Native American religions and the beliefs of the Europeans who were persecuting them at the time. They both shared a creation myth, a creator god, they dreaded an evil god, and looked forward to the soul's immortality in the afterlife, an afterlife that is better than the present time. Some Europeans even went to witches to interpret their dreams, much like Native Americans did. The only major difference between Native American religions and Euro-American Christianity is that Native Americans did not distinguish between the supernatural and the natural. They found spiritual aspects in living beings as guardian spirits. whereas Protestant and Catholic traditions see a separation from spirits in heaven and sinners on earth. Today, many Native Americans are devout Christians. However, some have maintained their Native American traditions and stand firmly in their roots, and some combine the two. Pan-Indianism is a movement that works to bring Native Americans back to their traditional religion. Whereas the Native American Church, originally established in Oklahoma, works to promote Christian beliefs and values of Native Americans. Followers of the Native American Church believe in the ingestion of the peyote plant. The peyote plant is a bud of the cactus and a chemical used in Native American religious rituals that became banned by the United States government. It is believed that the ingestion of the peyote brings them closer to the spiritual world. By combining the use of the peyote and practicing an organized religion, Native Americans argued that it should be constitutionally protected, like many other religious practices are in the United States. Jesus is often equated with the spirit of the peyote plant. In addition to these beliefs, followers of the Native American Church also believe in family values, a ban on alcohol, and worship the Great Spirit. Their rituals involve singing, drumming, dancing, scripture reading, prayer, and the sharing of spiritual ideas. Native American religions have had their times of trials and triumphs. However, they have stood the test of time and are still practiced by many. Whether they are combined with Christianity or preserved in their most natural state, their principles of nature and spirituality can be learned and embraced by all of us today.